Well, my mom was a real estate agent, is a real estate agent. My dad was a stockbroker, so it's an interesting pairing.
It's a power combo right there.
Yeah, it was a very good education growing up. So anyway, I've been in real estate for 20 years, and then trying to implement some of the trading strategy. It's been fascinating.
That is so cool. I love it.
Yeah, I didn't.
Safe to say your family's not risk adverse.
No,
like a high risk.
no, we are very comfortable with a very risky investment.
But it's funny, like you talk to like a family whose dad was like in the union, right? It's like, oh, like what, you're gonna go trade stocks or get into real estate. Like, oh, why would you do that? Just like work hard with your hands.
Yeah.
But then you have other families where it's like, yeah, stocks risky, real estate risky. Going on TV shows risky. But you can see that there's success stories that come out of it.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like you were mentioned earlier, sometimes you just have to take your shot and just go for it.
For sure. And I think the thing is, too, is like, this is a little bit of a morbid discussion, but I'm going to get into it real quick. Like, on average, we live in the United States as humans till like 78-ish. Okay, so we live till 78-ish. We're adulting for 18 of those years, so we're down to 60. On average, we're retiring at like 62, right? So we'll take 15 years away. You got 45 years on average to make a professional impact, to do something that's greater than you, to teach your daughter or son something that they can pass on to the next generation. And so many of us sit in complacency. We sit in these 9-to-5s. We sit in places that are toxic, so that we're not seeing mobility or getting compensated appropriately, or that we don't have some type of passion or natural aligned skill sets. And you gotta say to yourself, why? Like, it's such a short, limited time to do something really, really cool. And while, yes, I understand there's so many different moving parts with so many different situations, the one fact is, on average, you got about 40 to 45 years to work and to do something greater than just clocking in hours. And so that's where I'm extremely passionate about, like, find a way to make a difference. Find a way to achieve your pinnacle performance, because there's only so much time to do so.
Totally. My son is 8 years old and started a YouTube channel, and it's fantastic to watch and be a part of. And at 8 years old, I asked him, like, Oliver, why do you want to do this? And he was like, well, I just want to leave a mark on the world like you're doing with the podcast, Mom. And I was like, if I've done that for him, right? Like, what a thing to teach him. This podcast could fail tomorrow.
Sure.
But if my son understands that idea of making your life mean something and impacting it, like, what a cool thing for people.
And then at 8 years old, he's already came up with an idea, planned an idea, created an idea, executed consistently, and is proud of it. People don't do that in their whole lifetime. And at 8 years old, he's already learned those things. I mean, I think that's such an unbelievable testament to your parenting and his ability to just be like, yeah, I'm going to try it, Mom. And guess what? Maybe this fails and the next thing fails and 40 of them fail. But like at 28, he takes the one shot and he's done it 30 times and boom, it's a monster grand slam.
Totally. I mean, I'm invested in this podcast. I mean, not the YouTube channel. I mean, we're all in on this, and I hope he's the best entrepreneur the world's ever seen. Like, good for him to
That's
do
awesome.
it.